Today I'm going to show you how to use the Stock Pins DesignLab to create a custom pin. First we go to the Custom Pins DesignLab, Design Your Pin Online. Today we're going to select the round shape. In here you can add the quantity that you want here, or you'll have a chance to do it later. You're going to hit Customize It to begin the customization process. The DesignLab is going to take a second. It's going to load, and once it does, you're going to see a blank pin. Get rid of that. Okay, so when it first loads, you're going to see the blank pin. It shows with a white background, and here you can select which finish you want on the pin, whether you want a gold tone or a silver tone. It's showing with the gold tone. If we want to change it to silver, we can click there and it'll change. We'll stick with the gold tone, and here this shows a white background, but I'm going to get rid of that right now so I can show you how to put it in later by yourself if you want to. So here we have a blank pin. We're going to start by adding a graphic. I'm going to click Add a Graphic, and I'm going to here I can select if I want among a bunch of different clip arts that we have available to you, but we can upload our own graphic here. I'm going to click Upload a File, go to Browse, and I'm going to pick this graphic here for a Wildcat. Now when it uploads the graphic, it shows here, and I have a lot of options. If you want to, you can do different photo effects by selecting here. You can crop the image under Crop and Mask. Let's go back to Crop and Mask. Okay, so here if you wanted to crop it to different shapes, let's get rid of that photo effect first. There we go. Let's go back to the no effect. And here's a feature that a lot of people will use, which is removing the white background. So if you want the metal to show through on the pin, you could remove the background, which we're going to do here for this exercise. So I hit yes, I want to remove the white background, and then I go to continue, and it brings up the picture of the pin with the graphic. I can scale it by selecting this arrow here. If you wanted to, you could rotate it anywhere you want, but we'll leave it the way it was. I'm going to scale it up a little bit. Okay. Now, next I'm going to add the background, because I prefer for this design to have a background color. So to do that, what I'm going to do is go to Add a Graphic, and I'm just going to pick a shape like a square, and I'm going to add it to the file here, and I scale it so it's bigger than the imprint area. Now I have this black square that is showing there, and I can change the color of it. I can change it to white, or I can change it to any color I want. If I want to change it to a different color, I can select that advanced color picker. I could pick a color here. Let's say if I want it to be pink. Just get it to a color that I like, and then hit OK. Now I've got a pink background, but it's covering the graphic. So what I can do is go to the Edit Layer tab, and I can move the background behind the graphic. So then the graphic will show. So there we go. So now I've got this. I've got my graphic. I've got my background, and I'm going to change it back to white because I just prefer a white background. So I select the color, and I'm going to change it to white. There we go. Next, I want to add some text to this. So I'm going to add text. Let's say this is for a baseball team or something called the Wildcats. So I'm going to type in Wildcats. And I want this text to be, I want it to curve it around the top of this. So I type Wildcats, I move it up here, and I'm going to go to Text Shape, Curve Text, and here with this slider here, I can change it until it curves the way I want it to, till it looks right. Oh, first I want to change the font. I don't really like that Arial font. I want to go to this arrow font here. So I'm going to change the font. There we go. And I'm going to curve the text. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, curve it a little bit more, just till I get it where I want it. Oops. There we go. Now I want to put some text around the bottom. Again, I go back to Add Text, and let's say they are the 2019 champions. There we go. Again, I'm going to move it down here, and I'm going to go back to Text Shape, curved text, and here I'm going to slide it towards the negative side, so it curves that direction. I'm going to scale it in a little bit so it fits there. Oh, and I want to change the font again, so I use the same font, that arrow font. There we go. Till I have it the way I want it. Now let's say if I want to change the color of the font, of the text. So again, with the text selected, I can go up to this color swatch here, which is currently at black, and I want to go to the advanced color picker, and maybe I want to change it to a blue. So let's pick a blue color like that. I hit OK. It now changes it to blue. I want this text to match, so I'm going to go back up and, well, let's see, with this still selected, I'm going to go back to this color swatch. And you'll notice here are some values. These are called hex color codes right here, this 0F3376, and these are RGB codes, 15, 51, and 118. By copying that code, I can then use that color code later here. But you're also going to find, now when I switch over here, and I go to the advanced color picker, it already has that color that I just used there for me. But if I wanted to, I could manually put it in, type it in there. But I'm going to select that color, hit OK, and now the Wildcat is in blue. So there we go. So we've got our pin designed the way we want it to. And now I would just go to Add to Cart. I could change the quantity here. Let's say there are 25 kids on the team. So I change it to 25. It changes, tells me the unit price goes down to $4.79 and tells me my total. I could hit Add to Cart and I'd be done. And that is how you use the stockpins.com DesignLab. Any questions, of course, you can always give us a call at 800-856-0595. We have professional pin designers here to help you. Thanks very much.